Hey everyone, what's up? And welcome to this week's episode of Walk in Love Weekly. I'm your host, TJ Macedas, founder of Walk in Love. This is my amazing wife, Brooke, creative director of Walk in Love, and producing with us is Emily.
Hello.
And we might feel a little feisty this time because we've already recorded this once and lost it due to technical difficulties. So we are going to give it another
talk really
shot.
fast in case everything dies.
Or it's definitely making us feel a little bit crazier, a little bit more like a little feisty.
We've got like 20 batters to
Yes.
keep track of.
Weirder.
But yeah, let's talk about what's going on. What happened this weekend? I'm going to throw it over to Brooke because it was your birthday.
It was. I turned 31 on Saturday, and it was a good day. Yeah, it was. So for actually Friday night, our employee Lex got married, which was super fun. So just the ceremony was Friday, and then Saturday was the reception with everybody, and it was a good time. So it was sort of like it was for me, but
Right. But it wasn't.
But it wasn't.
Right.
I mean, I wasn't the one in the white dress, but I basically might have been. It's so awkward. I show up in a white dress, pregnant, to be like, "It's my birthday."
It's my birthday with a sash.
Yes,
That's
with a
what you
birthday
should've done.
sash and a crown.
Yep.
It was good. We hung out, as a family in the morning and got Starbucks, and I ate an Italian sub, which was delicious.
Nice.
I shared it with you though,
Yes.
so
Just
for
like
all you pregnant ladies who are like, she ate lunch meat.
dare you?
Just don't watch this.
Yeah, just
Go away.
Just
And you drank a large coffee.
I
The
did.
baby will be
It was my
very
birthday,
happy.
guys.
Yeah.
I was in a white
Back off.
dress. Yeah, so it was good.
yeah.
It was a good weekend.
Yep.
And suddenly it's Tuesday.
And suddenly it's Tuesday, and we're recording this for the
And-
second time and trying to act like it's the first time. I think. Yeah, so we're going to jump into what's trending right now, and we have two things that we're going to talk about. The first thing that's trending all early October long is pumpkin spice.
Pumpkin everything.
I got a pumpkin spice muffin right here from Copper
This was
Cup.
not planned.
Got pumpkin spice something from Copper Cup. Thank you, Jeremy,
It's
Amazing.
just a latte.
for hooking
Yes,
us up with
it was
that.
latte. Very good.
But yeah, pumpkin spice and everything.
Yeah.
Well, how do you feel about it, Brooke? Give me your honest opinion.
I do really like pumpkin. I actually don't like the pumpkin spice whatever from Starbucks. But I'm not anti all things pumpkin.
Right. I'm just made a pumpkin Swiss roll. I've been baking lately. Made
Yep.
two of them. One was an actual roll, and one was more like a dough sandwich. Still good.
Delicious, but
not
not
exactly.
a proper swirl.
I didn't get a good bite.
No.
What about you, Emily? How do you like the pumpkin?
I love
How do you like the
pumpkin.
pumpkin?
I'm not trying to be a white girl, but I do like.
But
I
you
don't like the
You both
Starbucks
are
pumpkin
a
spice.
white person, and you are a
and
girl.
a girl, so
So,
technically
yeah.
I'm a white
Yeah.
girl who likes pumpkin spice. It's awkward, but yeah, I've been baking a lot of pumpkin things,
Yeah.
and pumpkin baked oatmeal is one of my favorite things.
Ooh, that sounds
What?
good.
I've
Is
never
that
had
something that
that.
we might see on the
Really
blogs
good.
sometime
Oh,
soon?
we should.
We
yeah.
should.
Hey, if you guys want it, let me know.
Yep.
I'll do it.
Love.
That does sound
Yeah.
good.
The other thing that's trending, which will be a fun topic, is your favorite Disney movie, which we said while we were talking about
We
what
had
we
to
were going to talk.
clarify.
And Alexa chimed in from over the shelves with her top
I
three.
know my
Bam,
top three
bam, bam.
in order.
Alexa, hit us with those top three again.
What is
There it is.
Bam,
Alexa's
bam,
top
bam.
three.
My favorite Disney movie, that is so hard because I feel like I need to say Disney and then Pixar so I can have two
But we're
favorites.
combining them together.
But if you're combining them, I would say I've probably watched on my own in my life Tarzan the most.
Wow.
I know.
Out of
It's
nowhere.
Out of
that?
nowhere.
That's a good one.
Mine is having a child. Now
Right.
I'm watching like Toy Story on repeat or
Yep.
Tangled on repeat. But like me personally, growing up,
Tarzan.
it would
Sing a
have been
song
Tarzan.
from Tarzan. Hit him. Hit him.
Well, I did have the CD.
hit him
I
with a
did have the
couple of songs.
soundtrack.
Do you have any off the top of your head?
Oh man.
It's not. No,
No, I
that's
was
Lion
like the
King.
circle.
Yeah.
That's not it.
Do you ever notice how everybody has a different interpretation of what they say at that part?
Right.
Yeah.
Lion King?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They say Nas Nabinna.
Nas winda,
Zazazazazaz.
Siwa.
I'm in Kenya. I don't know.
Yeah,
My favorite Disney movie, and this might surprise you, I think it was Ratatouille.
it is really good.
I love that movie. And it's a powerful image of the difference between a critic and someone actually doing something.
Right.
And Ego kind of comes around to that at the end and says, it's easy for me to write things, but it's harder for people to actually do them.
Yeah.
And one line of criticism is not worth anything near actually attempting something, which is from one of my favorite quotes by Theodore Roosevelt about the man in the arena.
Yes.
And so I love that idea that, like, you know, it'd be easy for someone to criticize me for what I do, and people have. But if you don't like it, do something better, you know. And that's really the case. And I like that message in that movie, and I like that my daughter watches that movie because I want to encourage her to go out and do her own thing, regardless of what people might criticize her about. But boom, favorite Disney movie.
That's pretty deep for a
It's
Disney movie.
and actually,
It's
all
so good.
Pixar's are
Yeah.
pretty deep. If you,
It's true.
you know, I
Good
forgot about
storylines.
Inside Out.
Bing
Bing bong and ball every. Start crying.
We
every
watch a
time.
lot of Disney. We watch a lot of
Bing
Pixar with
we do.
June.
Yeah. So what's yours? Did you say?
Well, the first thing that came to mind was Snow White, which I really like that
I think
one.
I've never seen the whole thing.
No way. I think I watched that one a lot as a kid, so
Okay.
it's like the
It's in
first thing
there.
that comes to my
Film
mind.
School, that one's like a big one because it kind of rewrote some of the animation universe.
Wait, was it one of
So
the
one of the
first
first, yeah.
colors,
Mhm.
color films?
Yeah.
Just the
Or
way that
something?
they did and
So-
stuff. It's really
Yeah.
cool. So many to
Cool.
choose from. We'd love to hear what your favorites are. Obviously, we'd love to know. Comment below and let us know. Yell them from the rafters like Alexa just did.
Yeah.
But yeah,
order.
that's it for what's trending. We will be right back after this.
Yes.
And we are back. Welcome back. Thanks for watching
Welcome.
our second take. Brooke,
Second,
we
third
actually
take
figured out
after
a new
break.
feature from the equipment that we're using, which is maybe what drained all the batteries. Who knows? But Brooke is going to show you what her favorite thing on the blog is right now. So we're going to switch to that, and Brooke's going to take it away.
Does it look cool, guys? Can you see it?
Oh yeah, they can
Oh,
see
yeah.
it.
Excellent. So actually, this is the most recent thing, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
On the blog?
Yep.
Is the pictures from our last tea of the week, which came out on Monday.
Monday.
What day
Depending
is it?
on when we
I
upload
know,
this.
I stopped myself from saying yesterday. 'cause I
Yesterday
thought
this
it was
week.
true. On Monday.
Take 3, guys.
No. Yes. So I just love the way it's styled. I love that Emily shot at like a local fair, which is really cool because we're all about, you know, community and local things and local business. So you can watch the video.
On the blog, shopwalkinglove.com.
How cool is that?
You know, I love that, like, you know, it's funny. I wore this shirt. I'm wearing this shirt right now this morning. And I walked in to get June, and she was like, "Oh, scary shirt," which is funny. But, like, you know, the carnival is, like, super fun and active and colorful. And the shirt is not that. But
Right.
the statement
The
behind the
contrast.
shirt is that.
Yeah.
Which I really love. Kevin Streckengoss designed the tee and did a killer job. No pun intended. See what I
That was
did
a
there?
good one.
But yeah, love it. Way to go, Emily. Emily is adding content to the blog on a daily basis, Monday through Friday. There's also a daily devotional on the blog. It's a great place to find lots of new things. We are trying to produce content for you super
All the time.
regularly.
Yeah. The other new thing on the website
Yep.
is
Brooke's creation.
our new about page.
Yes.
So
you
you're like
should
in GIF mode.
probably,
hardcore right now.
You guys should probably just go read it.
Yeah, it links at the bottom of our website.
Yes, all the way down here at the bottom it says meet the team.
Yep. So Brooke wanted to add GIFs.
Yes, you should
And she-
probably do that.
And she gave us all like prompts.
Emotional prompts.
And
Yeah.
so we did it. So yeah, it's cool.
I
It's
know.
got everyone's
I'm
bio
not
on
sure
it.
who my favorite is, but
Links to all of our Instagrams
There
and
it is.
Facebooks and stuff like that. So yeah, we'd love to connect with you guys that way. But yeah, that's what's new on the website. We'll kind of do that every week. And next up is our questions. So Emily, take it away.
Okay.
Wait, let me interrupt.
Yes.
Every week, Emily gathers questions from our social media, comments on the videos, etc., and asks them to us. So if you guys have some that you want to answer, Brooke and I are open books, and we like to answer questions, and we like to share our knowledge. So if you have questions about how we run our companies, or how we parent, or how we are married to each other, and interact with each other, those are things that you can ask about, and we are pretty open about all things. But we do it as a way to just help people, especially in business and relationships. We want people to have happy marriages like we do. Right, sweetheart?
yes.
Okay, take it away,
You
Emily.
always sound so sarcastic.
Right.
How do you not sound that way? Right?
Right, sweetheart.
Right, love.
Oh, gosh.
Aren't we always in love? Okay. So the first question I have for TJ is, can you tell us about any new events coming up at Supply? with
Yes.
Walk 'em Up?
So we have quite a few events coming up. So this week, right now, even currently as we speak, we have free co-working hours. So our fiber internet is installed, which was what we were waiting for. Super fast
amazing.
internet. We uploaded last week's 25-minute video in like 3 minutes, wasn't it? It was just
Yeah.
so fast.
It's just
We
like,
were like, I don't think it's working.
Yeah,
This is too
and
fast.
it was
It
done.
doesn't make any
It was
sense.
awesome. So we are in free co-working days, so you can kind of check out the co-working atmosphere that we have here, and we'll probably be doing that all the way through the end of the year on various days, just to give people involved and people checking it out. On Wednesday, Brooke and I host a business group called Supply Wednesdays, 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. That's the second Wednesday of every month.
Yep.
Just a really good group of people talking about being an entrepreneur and being a creative and what that means and answering questions. We had a developer, we had a marketer, we had a cook, we had a ceramist, glass blower, florist, and a photographer. All we needed was a candlestick maker, and that would have been it. But yeah,
Well-rounded.
yeah, and so the cook asked about cooking classes and how she should market them, and everybody kind of just jumped in, and I think it was really beneficial to her and beneficial to all of us. So those two events, and then we have a big event next Monday, October 16th. Best-selling author of People Over Profit, Dale Partridge, is going to be in the house. Brooke, why don't you pull up Supply Mannheim, and we can show.
What should I do?
But let me tell you a little bit about it first. Dale is a best-selling author. He's run a lot of successful businesses, and this is one of those events that I think will have a lasting impression on people. Brooke and I have gone to some of these like speaker events where we look back years later and still talk about some of the key lessons that we learned. And I think that Dale is going to be one of those people. Tickets are $149, but because you're a friend of Walk in Love, you can save 25% with the code Walk in Love. Just a great thing to invest in yourself as an entrepreneur, as a creative, as a leader at your job. I think it will have a lasting impact. Dale is an awesome guy. He'll talk, he'll interact, he'll answer questions. But yeah, that's a big event that's coming up. You can find tickets at supplymanheim.com. Yeah, pretty cool. So
Yeah,
that is the long answer to that one simple question.
lots going on. All right. Then for Brooke, do you have anything that you would like to do before baby number 2?
Yes. Is the answer to that. Yes.
Next question.
Yeah. Lots. It's mostly house stuff.
Well, first Brooke starts out
Some
super
projects
high,
are realistic, some are not.
and says stuff like, "We need to finish the basement, finish all the hardwood floors, paint every surface,"
We need to repaint everything.
and then we scale it down from there. So that's
We scale it down to, it'd be nice if we bought a rug to go over this giant hole in our floor that's really scratchy. Maybe we could do that.
but yeah, we have a small nursery
Yeah.
floor. We live in a 3-bedroom house, but it's really 2.5,
Yeah.
and so we're gonna have like a small, little, tiny nursery.
Like a mini nursery, which is fine. That's all you need in a nursery.
Right, but
But yeah, so I do have some stuff, some like little
last
house-based
time
projects.
you drew cats on the wall for June. Do you have anything
Aw.
in your
Did.
mind for that?
I did draw her wallpaper. I have been thinking about the art I want hanging over the crib, and I do intend to make that.
Cool.
But I don't think I'll do it on the wall.
Right, that's cool. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's exciting.
it is exciting, and it's like gonna be here. I'm
In
almost
In the blink of an eye,
6
they're gonna
months.
be Emily's age.
What?
Yeah,
It's like every parent.
I'll be
what they say to you,
married and
"Oh,
out of the house.
You just blink and then they're all grown up. I'm like, well, I've worked quite a bit since she's been born. So.
And she is all grown up. It's crazy.
Will you guys take any like pre-baby trips?
We've talked about that as well. We've talked about just getting on a little baby moon, dropping June off at one of the grandparents' house, and being like, "Peace, we're out." We've mentioned New York City for a trip. We've mentioned maybe Pittsburgh. In our first recording, we said that if anybody has a beautiful mansion that they want to let Brooke and I stay at for free, just let us know.
And we're open.
Yeah, we're open to that.
We will accept that offer.
And if it's going to include maybe some paid flights to the mansion, we'll take those as well.
This is way more than the first time we've
maybe a castle on the coast of France.
Castle. We'll do a castle.
That would work.
You know, whatever. We're open. So
yeah, we're low maintenance.
yeah,
That's cool.
let us know.
Another word.
Awesome. So then this is going to be funny questions now. TJ, do you have a story for us of your most embarrassing moment?
Yes. So I'm just going to do the one.
Yeah.
So I started this new job. I was working in this warehouse, and friends of mine from high school it was their dad. He gave me the job in the warehouse.
Right.
And so I was working. I was getting trained on the first day, and then finally my trainer was like, "You got this. Like, I'm gonna go and let you work on your own." So I'm working there, and I'm like, "Oh man, I really have to fart." And I look around, and I look on both sides, kind of look all around me, and I'm like, "All right, no one's here." And so I'm just like, squeeze one out, and within seconds, almost like she appeared out of nowhere, the vice president of the company is like right behind me, standing there, and it's like, "Hey, how's your first day?" Like doing it like it was cool,
As
like
she should.
introducing herself, and it smelled so badly, and I just remember feeling like hot
She
and
knows,
sweaty, and like I'm just
She
like,
knows it's me.
and I'm trying to be polite because like it was my first day, and she was the vice president, and I wanted to be like interactive, but I'm also trying to like end the conversation so that she can leave the dust cloud.
Everything's
of
great. Love you.
fumes.
Bye.
Yeah, but yeah, that's up there for embarrassing moments.
That's good. That's real good.
Yeah, Brooke has a few.
I do. Yeah. Do you feel like I embarrass easily? It kind of depends what it is.
Yeah, so you have very vivid memories of childhood getting in trouble because you're a rule follower.
Yeah.
And so those are embarrassing moments when someone would like tell you to stop talking, or in kindergarten.
Getting my name on the board and stuff like that. Yeah.
But I don't know, you embarrass easier than I do. My favorite embarrassing moment of Brooke was our first Halloween together. We were engaged. We dressed up as nerds, and she had glasses on. And
a lot like those.
And someone was like, "Oh, I didn't know you were glasses." And you said, "No."
No, they said, "Are they real?"
And you said, "No, I poked the lenses out," but she poked and
nailed myself in the face.
Right.
Hard. I had to excuse myself and go like.
But I think you were pretty embarrassed at that. But that is literally one of my favorite stories. I love it.
Yeah. I face planted in high school pretty hard in front of a cute football player. Yeah. It was really hot in the school, and I was really sweaty.
Yeah.
I was walking really fast in those stupid wedge flip-flops that were trendy at the time.
Freaking wedges.
And I fell off my flip-flops and into the office window.
Yep. But yeah, it's good times.
Yeah.
But the next question leads into some of your moment
Yes.
embarrassing traits, which is really nice.
Yeah.
Brooke, what do most people not know about you?
Well, where to begin?
I know where to begin.
Played the clarinet for a very long time.
That's not where I would begin.
It's not that embarrassing.
No.
What is embarrassing, though, is you
what
were cheerleader and in band, so you were the only band member in the cheerleading uniform.
Yes.
So that part of it is embarrassing.
Yes, I was the one in halftime who was like not in the band uniform. And it was like, oh, well, I guess I'll just watch her because she's easy to spot the whole time. Yeah. I twirled baton for many years.
There it is. That's what most people don't know about Brooke, which I love, and it fills my heart with joy every time the wrapping paper comes out at Christmas and we finish
and I have
a
to
roll.
twirl the tube.
She gets a...
I'm like, let me just show you real quick what I got here.
Pull out those old skills.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know.
It's funny because like people see it's interesting because like with Instagram and social media, it's like people see a certain part of you now.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
And it's like almost anybody is surprised by a previous part because they're so familiar with who you are now. based on
Yeah.
your social media. So like I find
Right,
people
which
who
is
like
why when I say I was a cheerleader, everybody's like, no, you're not.
Yeah.
You're a photographer.
I mean,
and I was like,
yeah.
okay, well,
I find the
I
same
am.
thing when people find out that like I play sports or that I'm into sports or that I like, you
You
know,
get
like
that a
people are
lot.
like,
You're
really?
into
Yeah.
sports?
It's like, well, I just don't post about it because it's just like kind of something I like to do,
Yeah.
you know?
Most people don't know, though, that you had a lip ring in college.
Yes. There it is.
Nice little hoop.
Yep.
Hoop
I was
right
super
here.
emo in late high school, early college, had the swoopy frullet hair.
We should have found an old photo
Yeah.
of you to pull up on the
We should have.
computer.
No, this is take
Yeah,
two.
take
we
two.
could've
We had the
figured it out.
chance.
Ah. Next time.
Yeah, that leads us to our question for you guys this week. Our question of the week for you, which you might not want to share in the comments, but what is your most
But you could then.
embarrassing moment you could share with us,
Just
and,
own it.
and we would
and
do
we'll,
it.
We'll like
But
it or love it or laugh
If
at
you
it.
don't share it in the comments, we hope that you can have a conversation over a nice meal with someone you love
Yes.
and share your most embarrassing moments, because we definitely had a good time sharing them both times.
Yes.
Because we're on take two.
Yes.
But yeah, that is a good thing. But as always, guys, we really appreciate you watching. Hopefully, take two was better than take one. We'll never know.
was.
You'll never know. But we have a special gift for our video podcast watchers and listeners. That if you use the code WalkInLoveWeekly, all one word, you can save 25% off your order from now until October 16th, which is Monday. So yeah, just a nice way to say thank you for watching, thank you for subscribing, thank you for listening. Obviously, we'd love for you to share this with your friends if you feel so inclined. But above that, we'd like you guys to ask us questions. Let us know in the comments below if you have a question for me or for Brooke or for Emily, because we love answering your questions. We love interacting with you, and we love our community who surrounds Walk in Love. So thank you guys for watching. You guys have a great rest of the week. See you later. Do a jingle. Do an outro
Oh yeah,
jingle.
last time we were asking if anybody writes jingles, we'd like
Yeah,
you to
we'd
apply.
like you
We have
to-
some segments that need jingles.
Let's do an outro. Ready?
Go.
Thanks for watching.
See ya later.
Not quite a jingle, but that works. See ya.
Later.